Good evening to all the dignitaries. I'm extremely happy to join with all of you this evening. Uh, Very bright looking prospective conference, which I'm very happy to associate with it because all learned academicians and my colleagues from various universities as vice chancellors are present here. Well, I won't take much time because there are many number of speakers are there to listen to us. But as the Chancellor of PIT University made it very clear, the upcoming changes that are going to come in India, particularly the new education bill and the various perspectives, are going to open a lot of avenues to the universities and university higher education. Unfortunately, in India, we expect education to be funded by the state always. Well, state has to fund. I'm not saying state should not fund. State has to fund. And the present government in the last 5 years and as on today in office has increased it from 2.5% to 4% the spending on education. This is not at all sufficient. It should be more than 6 to 7% at least to meet the minimum requirements. I don't know how the government is going to go into the new phase of the new education policy. Autonomous universities, all clusters have been created. But before that, addressing the issues, particularly in fields like professional education, like law. I don't want to comment on other aspects. Being a student of law and particularly international human rights, law has a great future. Unfortunately, the legal education is in doldrums in India. The government of India agreed to abolish all the agencies like Australia to bring in all the functionaries under one umbrella. But the moment the advocates went and protested with the Prime Minister, the Prime Minister has assured that the Bar Council will keep control. But I'm not sure that that will be long-lasting word forever. But if we look at the American Bar Council or the British Bar Council or the Swedish or any Bar Council for that matter, which is a recognizing agency for practice in law, has a lot of changes which have not taken place, unfortunately, in legal education. A lot of experimentation, a lot of perspectives are required in law. We have established more than 21 national law schools in the country with the hope that we will create excellent lawyers. Unfortunately, we started producing corporate lawyers. We are not producing lawyers that are required for the bench and bar. All the senior professors, including Professor N.R. Madhav Menon, felt it very clearly. And he told me several times that I'm miserably paid. Because the problem in Indian legal education is, unlike if we just compare with the medical education in India, where there are problems, but it is still recognized some professionality, where the medical doctors will come and the students will go to a lab and teach. Unfortunately, the advocates in India made the law teachers not to practice, not to have any practical experience. So you go to the class, you teach like a theory subject and come back. And then it's not possible for the law teachers to teach. So this has need to be an advocation, which I'm advocating for the last 2-3 years. Bar Council is angry with me. You are advocating very vociferously. I said, yes, the time has come because the Honorable Supreme Court of India itself has made it very clear that the legal teaching standards have come into. Last 2 days back in a national conference sharing with the Supreme Court judges, I appealed to them, at least after retirement, come to the law schools and teach. You don't want to come to law schools to teach. You only practice, and after retirement, you want to do your ADR dispute settlement mechanism and earn money. But then inbreeding the law schools. Why I'm saying this particularly? in just few seconds I'll finish it, that the legal education is completely doldrums. Unfortunately, our own professors also are not interested in India to take the next step. It is going, let it go. Because from President of India's office to Panchayat Board President, everywhere lawyers are there. But legal education is in doldrums. Why I am saying? Because Madras is a city. There, Madras University, there are about 10 centers in India, were known for international law, private international law, which is the hub of litigation in the world, which is the hub of activity in the world. Well, today doctors are talking about pandemic diseases, this and that. These pandemic diseases that have come long back, principles have been evolved by international law generations back. In 1947, what legal steps should be taken with respect to pandemic situation, and how lockdown procedures, not violation of human rights. All this has been developed in international law. Western countries, unfortunately, are not following for their own reasons, and the developing countries, particularly a country of India, many doesn't know what are the principles are there actually. It's a dichotomical situation, and law is not a social science. It's an unfortunate situation. Law is considered as a social science. Law is a science of sciences. It is an interdisciplinary perspective which we need to integrate. I thank our Honorable Chancellor Banwarilal Purohit for having a vision plan of integrated for the universities in Tamil Nadu, which we are working on. And my colleagues, already Honorable Vice Chancellors are here, we are working on. There is a lot of interdisciplinary perspective which legal education can come out. It's not only you teach only a law degree. There are a number of avenues that the society can be awakened with respect to various perspectives. Access to justice, access to settlement means, various other perspectives are there in which law teachers and legal education need to concentrate on skills and skill-based methodologies which have been adopted in Western schools, including American law schools. But everywhere in the world, unfortunately, legal education is in doldrums. It's not only in India, in the whole world, including Britain, the legal education is in doldrums for various interests of practitioners, lawyers, money and mind should come back, and legal professors should be evolved and permitted to allow into transformative systems to deal with the legal perspectives. Then legal education will develop, and Madras being a hub in Tamil Nadu Ambedkar University, we are trying to make a lot of changes, cluster perspectives, cluster grouping, and various other perspectives, which will be models we are trying to bring in, and we hope that the legal education forum will bring in. In fact, the VIT law school also started, but unfortunately what is happening, everybody is starting a law school, but only the traditional perspective. Now, law school should not be considered as a classroom subject matter. It is considered a model that where the teachers and the students should come as clusters, as a clinical based case method, play method, scientific method, computer method. The various methods are there which needs to be bring in, and that if it is brought in, definitely we can develop, particularly international law, comparative law, private international law, which are the subjects which are neglected. We, the students of these subjects, always feel that we are isolated, and let us hope hope that universities will be given autonomy. Well, on paper, we are autonomous in India, either central university or state university or whatever it may be. But like private universities, we are not that autonomous. We are under, as Chancellor Viswanathan said it, we are under government control. We have to go by government modalities, and other things are considered. It's unfortunate that we are not allowed to build that autonomy, and let us hope that with the new education policy, the government will address the real autonomy to universities. Definitely, not only legal education, the intra-perspectives of education as a whole, as a hub, will see and come to limelight, and India will take the lead to generate its ancient perspective of education is not mere facts and figures of feeding or job perspective. Education is knowledge to revolutionize, and as Modi recently advocating, Atmanirbhar or whatever it may be, self-generating India, which was once upon a time India was the richest trading partner in the world in the ancient periods. Hope economically, politically, socially, scientifically, culturally, we will regain with our ancient perspective. For that, I request only one appeal since most of my colleagues are here. Let us establish a cultural outlook center in our state of Tamil Nadu, because Tamil Nadu is known for culture right from Sangamese or even before that, and we can bring lot of literature which can bring education as a main important forum to bring the necessary change to throw the light in India. Thank you, Wanda.